Hey guys, hey, Joe Herrera here and welcome back. Hey, today we're going to talk about how to invest in real estate with a partner.
Never stop dreaming.
Hey guys, hey, Joe Herrera here and welcome back. Hey, this is video number 5 of an 8-video series of how to invest in real estate with a partner. So hey, let's talk about money. Bringing in a money partner. So first of all, a money partner, they can bring in and fund all of the deal. You know, whether it's you're doing a flip and they're going to fund the purchase price and the rehab of the property, or you know, maybe they're going to be more like a gap funder where you're going to have a hard money lender that's going to fund most of it, and then they're going to bring in the difference between what the hard money lender will lend and what the purchase price is, and then or maybe the hard money lender will only lend purchase price or part of the purchase price, and they're going to bring in the rest of the purchase price and the rehab money. There's lots of different things you can do with a money partner, and they can, like I said, they can fund all the deal or they can fund just part of the deal. It just kind of depends. But the main difference between like how you're going to partner with a money partner and like a lending partner, you know, hard money lender, the private money lender, or the gap funder is how they're going to receive their money. So usually a money partner or a hard money lender, gap funder, and private money lender, they're just going to get an interest on their money. They're just going to get a good return on their money. Usually with a money partner, they're going to get like part of the deal. It may be a 50-50 split, you know, especially if they're funding all the purchase price and all the rehab money, it might be a 50-50 split. Or, you know, it could be, they could be getting part of the equity. They could be an equity partner where they're getting part of the equity. So when you sell it on the back end, or part of the profit when you're selling it like a flip, they're going to be getting part of that. Or they can get, you know, a good cash flow every month. They can get part of the cash flow every month. So let me just kind of break down some of these, right? So let's just say you have a money partner and you know, everything's negotiable. That's one thing. Everything is negotiable when you're talking about partnering with people. But let's just say you have a money partner and they're going to fund 100%, not $100, 100% of the purchase price and 100% of the rehab. So if they fund 100% of the purchase price and 100% of the rehab, then you can probably do a 50-50 split. If you're doing everything else, you're managing the project, your stuff like that, that would be probably a good split to do. It doesn't have to be that way, but you know, if they're funding everything and you have the deal and you're managing the rehab, then that might be a good option. Now, it could be where they're funding, let's say, 20% of the purchase and let's say 100% of the rehab. And you're using a hard money lender for the other 80%, right? So splits might be differently, like with the money partner, because you're funding, or you're having a hard money lender fund 80% of the purchase price, so they're not funding the whole thing. So let's just say it's a rental property, right? How does that work? And they're a money partner on the rental property. This could work in a lot of different ways, right? For a rental property, they could actually be part owner, right? They can own a certain percentage of the property. Let's say you are 70% owner as the investor and they're 30% owner, or they can partner with as part of getting part of the equity or part of the profit. So let's say the rental property, in 5 years you sell it, right? And there's $100,000 that you made, right? They can get a certain percentage of that equity or that profit once you sell the property. They can also partner with cash flow. So they can partner with equity or profit. And they can also partner with cash flow. Let's say this is a single family home and it's cash flowing, let's just say $500 a month, right? Depending on how much they put in, you know, maybe they get half of that cash flow, maybe they get a third of that cash flow, and maybe they get part of the cash flow and part of the equity once you sell the property. and part ownership. There's lots of different ways you can partner with money partners, but it really just boils down to what you both can agree upon. It's all negotiable, but what can you agree upon? So when you're partnering with a money partner, how do you paper it up? What kind of paperwork do you use? Normally you use a joint venture agreement. So a joint venture agreement is an agreement that you have that kind of explains what each party does and what each party gets. So for instance, let's just say the money partner brings in 100% of the purchase and 100% of the rehab. And maybe you're doing a 50-50 split with them, right? So the joint venture agreement outlines our specific duties. Me as a real estate investor, what am I doing? So I'm going to find the property, I'm going to get it under contract, I'm going to close on the property, manage the rehab, and if it's a flip, manage the sale of the property, right? We're going to, that includes like picking the realtor, we're going to stage it, we're going to do stuff like that. And then also, if we're not flipping it, we're going to find tenants or hire a property management company to find the tenants. I always hire a property management company to find tenants. So that's what me as a real estate investor would do. Well, what does the money partner do? And this isn't always the case, but the money partner brings the money, right? So that's what the money partner does, is bring the money. So there's lots of different variations of this. There's lots of things, the money partner might want to be more of an active investor. They might want some of these roles. But usually, if you want to find a passive investor, a lot of times they'll bring the money. Now let me just a little caveat to this joint venture agreement. Especially if they're funding 100% of the rehab and 100% of the purchase, they're going to want a deed of trust. So you're going to want to make sure they have a deed of trust or a security deed, depending on the state, to secure their interest in the property. Because if they're funding the purchase price and 100% of the rehab, they're going to want the deed of trust and security deed, which basically says it puts a lien on the property saying that they get paid once the property sells. That's just an added security for the money partner. So guys, there's lots of ways to partner with money partners. Find out what the best way for you is and go out and get those money partners. Thanks for watching this video, guys. This is video number 5 out of an 8-part video series. If you haven't seen the other videos, go ahead and check those out. We'll talk to you later. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the bell so you get notifications when future videos come out. Watch more videos or go to my website, joeherrerarealestate.com. See you later.